Hello and welcome to Who Corner to Corner podcast. As always, my name is Geoff and I've been interrupted 5 times already tonight by my good friend and co-host, Paul.
That's me. Hello. Hey, Geoff. You're right.
Yeah, good. How are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm in a good mood. Yeah.
Good. And we're joined tonight by Graham Ward, who is Robot of Death on Twitter, a name that some of our listeners and watchers might recognise from your Twitter travels. Good evening, Graham.
Good evening, Geoff, and good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Graham.
Yeah,
good to meet you, mate.
I'm good. I'm quite excited.
Good. Well, I'm terrified.
To be here, I've done nothing else.
So tonight's episode is it's a first for us, isn't it, Paul? We're going to attempt. Let me just get it.
We're going to try this. We've never done this before. Look at that. There it is.
Doctor Who role-playing game.
The Doctor Who role-playing game.
This is something that we've had for a little while, and we recently ran a competition in conjunction with Cubicle 7, who make the role-playing game, to give away a copy of the 13th Doctor source book, which is their new one that's out. So we've had this sitting around for a while, and I've sort of read the book a number of times, and Paul, we've talked about doing it, haven't we?
We have,
and giving it a go. And then we kind of tweeted about it recently, and some people said, "Yeah, go for it." You know, they'd be up for it. And we thought, well, we can't really do it just the two of us. We need someone else to get involved.
We need someone else, someone who knows a thing or two about role-playing gamage.
And gaming in general. And that guy wasn't available, but Graham was.
Yes.
I'm always
That's a good one, mate.
That's right.
So, Graham, we knew that you were quite a gamer, but I should specify like board games and the like, really, not so much video games, I guess. So why don't you tell us a little bit quickly about your background in board gaming and RPGs?
I've been playing since I was a teenager in the 80s, when it kind of, soon after it first kind of appeared. We had to have a little bit of that. But I mean, usually it's board games. You start off with Risk and Diplomacy, that sort of board game, and that's where I've just got obsessed with board games. I was doing a YouTube channel on it, but nobody watched it.
Yes.
So I kind of scrapped that in the end. But
that bodes really well for this session.
it was my presentation. There's a million board game channels out there. And I kind of made mine a little bit of a parody. Nobody wanted to know. They wanted serious.
They wanted serious. Yeah, no time for jocularity in this.
So
in this game.
I went back to doing a channel about comics instead. But
fair enough.
I mean, I had my board game circle's broken up a bit since the pandemic, and so we're doing a lot of online gaming and things now, which we weren't before. But I've always played board games. I don't know what else to play really now.
Yeah, that's good. Well,
because if I carry on, I will just bore you stupid for 2 hours. I think it's the best board games. But RPGs, I have been doing RPGs for a long time. It's been a little while, but
yeah,
they are quite.
It's got to be like riding a bike, isn't it? Surely.
Yeah, it is. Once you've realised that the rules are there to guide you rather than restrict you.
Yeah.
You just make up a story.
It's all good.
You find your own solutions. Yeah. It's a little bit more like an escape room than a board game. You give it a
do you know what,
think your way around.
That's a good way to sell it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I have devised a bit of a story for tonight. And,
I'm excited.
That might become, the relevancy of that will become apparent. So, looking through the book, I'll say I've never played any RPG stuff like this, and my board gaming, it's not a massive thing. I will admit, I'm not embarrassed about it, but I love the Funkoverse games that they make, and I fairly regularly play those. One of my friends, they're sort of strategy, sort of turn-based games, and you battle your opponents. You've got to get gems and get flags. There's various different kind of modes within it, and actually it's extremely addictive. We played for 4 or 5 hours of a night on it, when we do it, and there's different versions. They got Marvel, Harry Potter, Nightmare Before Christmas and stuff. But there's no Doctor Who one yet. But that's great fun.
This is the type of board games a young father would have a lot of.
Yeah, well, I did try. I did play. I did play it a little bit with my son recently, actually, and then I've got a couple of Doctor Who ones as well. We sent you something, didn't we, Graham? That you won, which was it the Don't Blink game?
Was it called Don't Blink? I to be honest, of the Doctor Who board games, that's the best one.
It was good because that was. It was tiles, wasn't it? So you could kind of create a new board on each play, which made it different, and then you could play as the Doctor and companions or the angels.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of variety. The others are kind of just bog standard. They put the theme onto a basic game.
So I've got Race to the TARDIS, which is a fairly simple one, and then there's also Time of the Daleks, I think it's called.
Oh yeah, I got that one. Yeah,
you've got the 12th Doctor one, haven't you? I've got the 13th.
I've got 6 out there, and I can't remember what they're all called, but Don't Blink.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
A lot. The one with Eccleston in it that I can't. You had to go and collect bits of TARDIS, and then
I think that's
avoid
Race to
the Daleks.
TARDIS.
That might be. It might have been an early version of Race to the. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I could go out there and have a look.
But they were good anyway.
But
but looking at the stuff for this tonight, and I must say this book for it is fantastic. It's really nice.
Pretty immense, isn't it?
You guys have got the digital copy.
Yeah.
When it came, I was not expecting it to be this big, and I suppose
was a big
reading
thunk on the doormat.
It was, yeah. Reading it through, and I'll just show on camera quickly. So. It's what you would call lavishly illustrated.
Lavishly. Look at that. That's oozing lavishness.
Lots of photos, Mandip, there. It's really, really nicely done.
This is a second edition, isn't it? And they've done versions for
that's it.
earlier Doctors.
Yeah, updated. Yeah.
Yes. So the first edition was more 12th Doctor focus. So the book it looks complex, I think. But actually, when you kind of break it down, there's a lot of kind of chat within the writing in it, and kind of examples and stuff like that. So essentially,
there's a few chapters.
There's the Gamesmaster.
Sorry.
Don't
interrupt the Gamesmaster.
Yeah. So essentially, there's the Gamesmaster, who, like you were saying, Graham, their role is to kind of somewhat develop and then lead the story and kind of work, on the point system and stuff like that. And then you guys are the players. So one of you is the Doctor, and the other is or your own character. I guess doesn't have to be the Doctor, but I guess it probably should be. And then the other person is a self-made character, or playing as a character from the show, like Graham or someone, and then you have to assign yourself various things, don't you? So
attributes, skills, experiences, and stuff. Look, there you go. There's all mine.
There you go.
I got all that. I did some work. I've got it all written down, and got my mind map as well. I did a mind map of everything.
He's
that?
Really done it. Have you?
Yeah,
you've got yours, Graham.
He's really
look
taken
at
some there, isn't he?
If I'm going to do it, mate, I'll do it proper. That's for sure.
You
took me all of 5 minutes to do that. That did. What you got?
Sheets here.
So these are the. Yeah. Do I need to do a picture of? I need to draw a little picture in there, don't I?
So let me just expand my frame so I can work out how much you're seeing.
We're seeing far too much already, as you, Geoff. Frankly.
So.
Yeah, that's great, mate.
So
I love it.
These have different, like you were saying. So you've got to do your character name, the concept, which is kind of what their role is. So I'm looking at Graham O'Brien here, and he's a retired bus driver. Then the focus, so that's kind of what one of your core kind of character traits.
Yeah, I kind of struggled on that. Yeah, focus. What is? Yeah, focus.
Yes. Focus so his is kind of your main driving force. What you're after.
Yeah, so
like
his is
the Doctor
compassion.
would be to get everybody home safely, for example, or to
Gotcha.
to defeat the Daleks or whatever. Whereas,
And the masters would be to rule the universe. That sort of thing, like
mayhem. Yeah, you could say
kind
that.
Of motive.
And then you have a short-term goal and a long-term goal, because I think with some RPGs, Graham, the plan is that you develop your characters and they kind of grow and progress over multiple games.
I noticed in this after about chapter 5 of the instructions, the rest of the chapters are what happens after an adventure and to build you up to be the next one. So we're not.
It's all about developing.
Oh,
no, I was like, that's not going to happen.
A campaign can go on for like weeks. Yeah. You do like one night a week. It could go on for a couple of months.
Wow. If people like this enough, then maybe we'll do it. But then you get attributes, such as awareness, coordination, ingenuity, resolve, and strength. That's the one.
I've given myself a high ingenuity. I don't know why I did that.
Have you?
Yeah, that can't be right.
And then you get skills. Like athletics, conflict, convince, craft, intuition. So there's various different things there that you get given a number of points, don't you?
And you assign yourself a number of points. You've got like 18 maximum that you can assign throughout all of those. And you can't give yourself more than 6 or less than 1 of each.
Yeah.
That's
you could make someone be really athletic, for example, and perhaps have good subterfuge and survival, but you wouldn't necessarily say they've got a good technology ranking, but you could have science and medicine together. So you're creating these kind of.
It's quite good. I mean, to be honest, I've only ever played this sort of thing on a video game, on a console or a PC or something. So I'm probably the complete opposite of you, Graham. Exactly. It's all done for me. You can sort of level up as you gain XP and various other things, and you choose where you're going to spend your XP. But this is doing it like with literally pen and paper.
Very, you don't.
Very alien.
You don't get this.
Not going to lie. It feels very weird.
You don't get this kind of control over things like this in a game, do you? And
don't know.
You've also got the experiences, distinction, equipment, and conditions section as well. So experiences, you have to pick one, I think. So you say you could do, had a near drowning accident, in their youth. That could then come into play later if they ended up on. I don't know why I went there.
Look at that. You nearly
drowned. Look at the deadly assassin.
You were within an inch of your maker.
But the equipment could be. I always carry a snorkel. So
that's what he was gearing up for.
So that's
Spent all day thinking that one. I did a mind map. Geoff thought about snorkeling.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about your characters before we kind of get into the game and the story? So with the main part of the game, I'm going to kind of be descriptive of the scenarios.
Are you going to be the Gamesmaster?
I will be, because
Master.
I've planned what you can't see that there.
You've got it on your phone. Look at that.
I've planned some stuff there.
Where's Graham gone?
Sorry, I can't find. I had a notepad to make loads of notes on. And
mate, I've got loads of notepads.
Yeah.
If you were here with me, you could have one of my multiple notepads.
Can you just give me a minute, and I'll go and get a substitute, because I have no idea.
So, Graham, I'm assuming you're going to be the Doctor.
Well,
Paul, why don't you tell it?
Yeah, as Paul is going to be. I'll go and get my stuff while Paul can tell you about.
Get your stuff.
So, Paul,
and I will
tell
go
us
through.
about.
Shall I go through my mind map?
Yeah, Rebel Jim Spinner.
Yeah, Rebel Jim. So his actual name is Rebel Spinner.
Really?
His nickname is Jim. It's kind of the reverse of what you might ordinarily consider, right?
Yeah.
And basically what it is old or young Rebel, right, is kind of is an AI wizard from the future. His job is to go in and fix artificial intelligence systems. That's what he does, and he's really good at it. So in terms of technology and computers and shit like that, he's red hot. He's bang on the money.
As a big fan of AI,
yes,
/ capital S, that is sarcasm overload.
So, are you just going to make snide comments while I describe my character?
No, I'm going to say it doesn't surprise me that he's got to go in and regularly fix
He's got to go fix them, because they become a little bit deranged. We're talking mega advanced AI here. We're not talking about the kind of crap that writes a rubbish short story for you when you plug in some parameters and it comes out with loads of gumph.
what you've done here, you've made your character an enemy of the god of the
Geoff.
world. Yes,
I know. Well, you say that.
And you've upset God.
No, wait. You've got to let me finish, right? So that's what you would assume, right? However, he was fired from his evil mega corporation that he used to work for, right?
Oh.
And hold on, right? He was fired because, I wrote it down. I thought about this. I thought this was a good idea, right? So this bank had this dodgy AI, right? And he went in to fix it. And in fixing it, right, it all kind of went a bit wrong. And what he did is he basically persuaded it to give the bank's cash away to various galactic charities.
Oh. So
in doing so, he caused an absolutely total economic collapse on his planet, and they thought that was worthy of a P-45. Basically, they said, do you know, Rebel, come in and see the boss, mate. We got a bone to pick with you. See that bank you went out with, and the global economic collapse that happened afterwards. That's probably a grievance. They said, grievous misconduct. That's the word. So they basically fired him. But because it was such a catastrophic balls up, right? He tried to hide. He wanted to change his personality, his looks, and everything else. So, but there's only some dodgy geezers who could actually do that for him. So what he ended up with was the kind of the appearance of a somewhat older man. Hence, I don't look like I'm in my mid-20s, right? And also, but in doing that, also they gave him the personality of like a secondary personality. They installed it due to an error of an old man, right, into his head. So his short-term goal, right? 'Cause it says here, right, you've got to have a short-term goal, is to get rid of the old man. That's the thing, because the old man is not like him at all. He's kind of sweary and a little bit risque at times, right? And he's just a really badly behaved guy. But the old man is actually his moral compass, because the old man has a lot of kind of values, and he has a compassion that Rebel never used to have. Because Rebel's parents, right? Hold on, I wrote it. Oh yeah, I did a picture of the old man as well. Can you see that? That's the picture of the old man, right? The old man is in his head, but his parents, his mum and dad, they're up there somewhere, right? They're really, really mega rich. They're so rich, right? He's never even seen them, right? They just go round on galactic super yachts from one planet to another and just get on and just there's just a constant holiday. And what he's trying to do is find them, right, so he can have a little word with them and have a bit of an argument and stuff. But what he also suspects, right, is that actually, they told him this, right, they've cloned him because he was such a disappointment to them, right? They decided they're going to clone another rebel, one who's actually better than he is, right? So, but he doesn't know that for sure. He just suspects it. So he's got this annoying paranoia at the back of his mind all the time that's driving him. So he's got this old man who keeps swearing at him and telling him he shouldn't do things like that. And he's also got this major paranoia plus massive guilt from and sort of guilt, but actually he's quite pleased with the fact he lost all the bank's money and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, there's a lot more stuff, but there you go. That's him.
My long-term goal is going to be to show you the sights of the universe and get you to a therapist.
Yeah, maybe. His long-term... what's his long-term goal? What did I put down here? Yeah. Find his parents. That's it, yeah. So that's why he's with the Doctor,
I'll just be trying to get you some help.
That's not a bad idea, because I tell you what, I need it, mate.
So I'm just going with what's written on the sheet.
Are you
I haven't done any of the work that Paul has done. But
no, do you know what? I'm going to say I'm very impressed by that, Paul. You've taken your writing background there, and you've come
create characters, mate. Create characters and stories. That's what you do.
On paper, literally on paper, sounds like a cracking character with some interesting dilemmas.
Yeah.
And now, as quite often, Graham, as you may get when you listen to the podcast, we often talk about things, and Paul waxes lyrical. He analyses things. He gets very in depth and intellectual about things. And then I go, I just like it a lot.
I just like it.
So now I've got to follow that with my...
Oh yeah, what's your character, Geoff? What you got?
Well,
I know you're Gamesmaster, aren't you? Yeah. So okay, so Graham's a Doctor. Then so that's a character that's already done and dusted.
Yeah. So look, I'm assuming you're going for...
It's a good job. I did put the work in it, really. Hey. There you are,
so
the Doctor.
This is Graham. He's going as 13. Now, Paul, are you going to put an accent on?
No. We shall see what happens.
He's going to put several. several different.
Yeah. Well, he's got the personality in his head. See, he's got these Trojan personalities.
He reminds me a little bit of.
I should have called him Trojan, but that implies some kind of beefcake sort of geezer. So, whereas the strength of young Rebel is literally 2. Actually, he has got a little bit of strength. He's got a strength of 2. His presence is 1. He literally has no presence. He could walk into a room and people would not even know he's there. But that might be an advantage. Okay.
See? All right. So let's kick this off. So
go on in.
The story starts in the TARDIS. So we're in 13th Doctor's
Surprise,
TARDIS.
surprise.
It's warm and it's comforting. We've got the great big orange pillars, and the tops of them are rising and falling, and the central column is going up and down on the console, and those funny noises that it makes are going off, and it's all peaceful and calm. But the Doctor is rushing around like a lunatic. An alert has come in.
Oh dear.
But it's not a bad alert. This is an invite. Ooh. So, how do you approach it? How would the Doctor approach this? And how would Rebel approach this?
Who discovers it?
Well, I'm going to say the Doctor discovers it. It comes in, makes a ding.
The 2 times I can remember receiving something in my TARDIS was a parcel from Kiblam, which didn't end well, and a parcel. I can't remember the name of the planet where we found Idris.
So many planets, so many parcels.
That didn't end too well either. So I'm going to be wary of this parcel, but I am going to carefully open that, making sure that Jim is in his safe space.
Yes. Yeah, because I'm a little bit nervous here. I think I'm giving the Doctor a little bit of distance. The Doctor has told me that nothing can invade the TARDIS. And guns can't go off or anything like that, but I don't believe it, frankly, so I'm a little bit wary. I'm kind of hanging back. Self-preservation.
So we've got a little bit of, not conflict, but, most TARDIS companions are trusting of the Doctor.
I've got some intuition. Yeah, I've got...
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and guess what's in it, what it's all about. But is it just like an addressed... envelope?
Yeah, it's like an email. Let's say it's like an email.
It's electronic.
It's electronic, so it's addressed to the Doctor, and let's say it says to the Doctor and Fam, because we can hopefully discover how Rebel and the Doctor ended up being together, and where this happens in the timeline as well, because where's Yaz and Dan. So let's say this email comes up, and it's an invitation. And it's to something new and exciting. Now, despite the wariness, I think certainly one character would end up becoming overwhelmed somewhat with an excitement. So, the Doctor opens the invitation, and it's an invitation to the galaxy's hottest new escape room.
Oh,
okay.
Okay,
so
right.
A bit of fun.
Yeah.
And this is... Doctor always likes to go and see the sights around the galaxy. Taking the holiday camps from the museums.
But I think you're right, Graham, that the Doctor would be slightly wary, because last time there was an arrival, male arrival in the TARDIS. It was a Kablam parcel, and that all went a bit pear-shaped. And then when Graham assembled his tokens to get them a free trip to the Sanctuary Spa, turned out to be Orphan 55 and the Dregs, and that also went a bit pear-shaped. So
there is a theme here.
There is a theme, but at the moment, it's all exciting. It's just an escape room.
Well, so we're definitely going to go and investigate this. I'm talking Jimmy.
So it doesn't really matter what I say then, Doctor. You go in anyway, basically. I don't think it's a great idea.
I'm going to try and convince you that it'll be fun. I'm not sure why you're in the TARDIS at the moment. If you don't want to go and explore the galaxy.
I've never. Well, an escape room sounds to me like something that is locked on all sides. And why would you put yourself in a box that is locked? and try and escape it if there's no need to actually be in the box in the first place and do the escaping.
So you're not a fan of this worldwide phenomenal...
Rebel Jim isn't a fan, and the old man at the moment is kicking off in the back of his head, thinking the whole thing's ridiculous.
To get you some tranquilizers.
I've got a special pack of meds in Adric's old bedroom.
All right.
All tasteless.
I'm suggesting we go to this, and I've got resolve and strength, and
I have no presence. I have no resolve, so I literally crumble at your persuasive powers.
Yeah, I don't know if we need a dice roll for that. I think
we don't need a dice roll for that.
We don't.
Yeah.
The
doctor says we go in. We go in.
Because if they don't go
anyway,
yeah, and if you don't go for this, this doesn't really work. So you've got to go for it. So at that point, then the Doctor accepts the invitation by clicking on her keyboard. She rushes around to the other side of the TARDIS, pulls on a lever, spins something around, flicks something else, and the TARDIS lurches into action
at this point as well.
Yeah, let's bring back the custard cream machine. Pulls the lever.
It might calm young Rebel Jim down.
Yeah, I do enjoy the custard creams. The Doctor has basically bought me with custard creams, and I can't get enough of them now.
Yeah, and there's quite a lot of medication in these ones.
Special biscuits.
Gonna say, are you implying that the Doctor is dealing
I just think
creams?
Jim needs to not be so anxious about everything.
Okay. I will trust the Doctor's advice on this one, and yet retain an element of wariness.
Okay.
He's got no reason to fear anything here, as the...
It's just the idea of a room that you intentionally put yourself in order to escape it.
Okay.
When what we are doing, as the Doctor and Jim, throughout our travels in the universe, is trying not to get put into rooms that we need to escape from. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe at this point, the Doctor would...
I'll go with
remind Jim, and maybe the Doctor would remind Jim that in his 11th incarnation, he said, "There's one thing you never put me in:
a trap." Is that the same as a box?
I remember that. I think that's the one that your boxes back. Well, you shouldn't do it.
I know where you were going with that one.
Do not recommend
Game Master. Okay, right. So we're on our way to this escape room.
The TARDIS rushes through the time vortex, across the planets and the galaxy, and it arrives at the escape room facility.
Oh, so we're in a lobby first. We don't materialise in...
No, we'll materialise outside, and the Doctor and Rebel step outside of the TARDIS, and it's an interesting looking building. It's sort of somewhat nondescript, but at the same time it's kind of slick and futuristic looking, even for this planet. You know, we're somewhere in the universe, and it's an interesting looking building. It's it's lit up, it's kind of colourful, but the building itself is perhaps imagine it's sort of somewhat breeze block like, but it's been jazzed up on it. Okay,
jazzed up breeze block,
jazzed up breeze.
Okay.
That's going in the episode
literally
description.
I can picture it right now.
So the Doctor and Rebel make their way over towards the building, looking at the environment around them. It's kind of it's nothing sort of to write home about particularly. I haven't really thought about what it looked like here, but I'm imagining that it's a futuristic alien city type thing. But this
busy city,
you go to,
thriving.
Well, I think the escape room building is in the kind of outskirts, perhaps a little bit. There's other industrial buildings around.
So it's like a rundown place, and someone's bought that on the cheap and turned it into an escape room.
Yeah, possibly. You know, when you when you used to take your kids to like soft play and stuff, they were often in those kind of warehouse buildings on the outskirts of town and stuff like that. So
the old man, Jim, the Trojan personality, he's really kicking off at this point. He's like, "Lord, bleeding dumb! Look at this! What a dumb! What did he bring us here for? I thought there was going to be cocktails."
I want to roll. I want to roll for intuition, just to see if I get any idea. My intuition is 4.
Yeah.
So, basically, Geoff, you have to tell me how many dice I'm going to roll, and what number I've got to beat to gain a little bit of intuition out of this. See if I can get any kind of clue as to what's going on here before we go in.
Okay, so let's...
Just in case there's some nasties going on.
Okay, so let's go for 2 dice, and you've got to get over 8 across the pair of them.
Okay.
Oh, across the pair.
Hang on. Sorry about this. I just realised.
That's all right.
So what's this then? So you roll in a dice to play one of your attributes, one of your skills, yeah?
Yeah. You basically, whenever you want to do anything or take a decision, you basically, that's the box, right? Not me.
Of course it's the box, yeah. I believe you.
If you're listening, Graham did just hold up a gaming box there, so that was the proof that the box was...
It's a game with lots of dice, so I'm rolling 2 dice.
The box was rumbling.
And I've got to beat...
8.
8. It's just over halfway, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got 7.
Oh!
And I have got my 4 intuition points.
So you add that to the roll.
Well, yeah. So that's 11. So that's quite... I've beaten it fair way.
Yeah. So you need to know whether the doctor's getting a just
give me a little bit of a a kind of a clue as to what this place is. Maybe using something about who's in charge of it, whether maybe even just
at the moment. Okay, at the moment, I think the doctor is not feeling anything to worry about. I think she's excited. You know, there's absolutely nothing of any kind of
no threat.
No
threat here. No indication of anything bad.
This is just a nice looking leisure activity. If it looks on the cheap.
Yeah, she's getting excited.
Well, I mean, they're giving away free tickets.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a shift on. So they make their way into the building.
Okay.
So they get inside the building. The doors open.
Oh, they're sucking
inside. Yeah, Star Trek style. Someone's off the side of the screen pulling them open. So they get in, and the entrance lobby is. When you go somewhere and the outside doesn't look anything, it's a bit like the TARDIS in a way. The outside looks nothing like the inside. Inside, it's even more slicker. It's really kind of atmospheric. It looks really cool. There's a bit of kind of exciting music playing, and there's a purple-haired lady behind the counter. She looks humanoid, but maybe she's not. We don't know. And sitting over, it doesn't really matter. And sitting on his own in a chair is another chap. Who also looks humanoid.
Right.
He's obviously waiting for something. So the doctor's going to go in and she's going to start sizing people up before she goes over and talks to the receptionist.
Well, I'm going to go to the receptionist and I'm going to send Jim off. Do you want to be known as Rebel or Jim?
Jim's the name of the old man, or my nickname. Right. You can either one.
Well, I'm going to call you Rebel.
Rebel is the kind of whiz kid AA part. Jim's the old man who just wants to wear a cardi and have a cup of tea. However, can I say here at this point actually that Rebel Jim is starting to get a little bit of goosebumps on the back of his neck, because he's starting to recognise some of this architecture and some of its kind of surroundings. It's almost like he's stepping back into the corpo world that he was sort of fired from. He senses that there is an AI presence here. It might just be the management systems, the computer networks and all that stuff, or it might be something a little bit more sinister. But his intuition is starting to prickle a little bit here.
Yeah. Well,
should I roll something just to get a bit of a clue as to whether there might be some? I mean, you've already done it, and you've surmised that there's nothing to worry about.
Well, it's nothing that I can see, but maybe you've got different skill if this is in relation to your experience.
Well, I've got massive technology skill here, and there's certain things that I'm recognising that from various components and screens and interfaces and stuff like that. Even the music might be a little bit old, but it's technology. So maybe that could give us a clue as to whether something is going on here that the doesn't see.
So I think as you get in, Rebel is starting to scope the place out. He's naturally suspicious, I think, and perhaps and distrusting. So let's have a dice roll for you, Paul.
Okay.
And, between the two of them, you need to get. I'm going to make this one slightly harder. You've got to get over 12.
12.
Okay? And that's for you to work out whether there's something to genuinely be wary of here, or whether they just need to upgrade their IT system.
Right.
And sack off the AI.
Okay. So I have my 2 dice right here, standard 6-sided dice. I'm going to roll them for effect in the camera, and not the camera, what's that? Microphone, I always get confused, and throw it. So what did you say? Oh, that one's spinning. Spinner. See, that's my name. Whoa! It actually fell into my hand. So what did I have to get?
12.
12. I've rolled 7 on the dice.
How much?
However, my technology, no word of a lie, where is it? Down there is 5. Can you see that?
Okay.
Down the bottom there. It's 5.
So 12.
So I've got 12.
All right. So you can make your summarization of what's going on here. So what does Rebel think?
Rebel suspects that this is definitely a trap set by some. There is some kind of AI going on here that he suspects doesn't have our best interests at heart. He doesn't know the nature of it, but there are little telltale signs from systems that he's worked with previously, and they've all been a little bit on the deranged side.
Okay, interesting. So, Graham, how's it going with the doctor and the receptionist?
Well,
let's run that conversation. Graham, you can be the doctor. Paul, you can be the receptionist.
Okay.
Nameless receptionist.
What am I? Purple humanoid.
Purple haired.
Purple head. Right. Okay.
You could actually. I tell you what. You could picture. Do you remember in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord has a woman like in the ship, and he forgets that she's there. She's pink-skinned. She looks a bit like that.
Right. Okay.
No one remembers that.
But purple.
I think
right.
I think that's better. Well, basically, the first thing I'm going to do is hand over the invite and say we've received this invite. Do you know where we got this? Who sent this? Is this
where did you get this invite? This was sent to you, right?
Named and addressed to me.
To you, right? So you got the invite. It's your invite. You just go walking right in. You just go right on in there. That's all you got to do. I'm not here. I don't get paid. It's not my pay grade.
I'd like to know who sent it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know who sent it. You received it. I just sit here on this desk. That's all I do. I let people in. I smile when I want to. It's not in my job description, but I can do that. I've got 4 different mouths. You can only see 2 of them, but I've got another 2 at the back somewhere. So whatever way I'm facing, I'm smiling at you. That's all I'm paid to do. Smile, point you in the right direction, sir, madam, and it's over there. You just go through those doors and you take it up with the whoever's on the other side. I don't know who sent you the email. Does it have an address on the email? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't.
So
who knows?
At this point, I would say that the invitation is randomly sent and just happened to get to the TARDIS.
They're randomly sent. The emails are all randomly sent, and you got one for random.
Well, let's just.
Although looking at your dress sense, I don't think you should be here. Really.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Rebel to the side for a minute and ask if he wants.
Okay. Right, yeah.
Sorry, you got.
I'm just going to also say.
I'm not sure about this, Doctor.
I'm also just going to say. Hang on. The other person sitting there, his name is Simon. Which is an exotic name where he's from, and Simon is going to be joining the escape room with the pair of you.
Okay. Well, that's.
So you can start to build towards that. Maybe you want to go and talk to him. So that needs to. That's what's going to happen there.
Right.
That's
what the receptionist tells you.
If he's in our invitation, we'll go and have a word with him and find out a little bit about him.
What that guy over there?
Yeah.
With the massive hat, like Abraham Lincoln.
The doctor would just go over, wouldn't she? And go,
yeah.
All right, chum.
Yeah. It sounds like I might have to drag Rebel, or Rebel.
Okay.
Yes, I think so,
he puts the doctor first. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around here because I don't like this. Still, you might think there's nothing going on, but I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah,
I don't trust that guy.
What was the guy's name? Simon. So
Simon.
I'm just going to go and breezily introduce myself to Simon and see what Simon has to say for himself. Where he got his...
I'll voice Simon as well. Yeah, okay.
So hi Simon, we hear you're joining the party, and
I didn't.
Where did you get your invite from? I guess.
I didn't tell you my name.
No, but you got a great big badge on there that has it. It says Simon.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. Well done. That's convenient.
That's my intuition.
Good spot. I got an email saying I had a free escape room, and I thought I'd come and give it a go. Because last time I did one of these, I liked it a lot.
You liked it?
Okay.
A lot.
You liked being put in a locked room with no way out, from which you had to escape.
It's just a game.
So you say.
Yeah, it's just a game. What's your name?
My name, Rebel. Yeah.
Rebel.
Because that's what I am. I'm a rebel.
And what's your name?
I'm the Doctor. Oh, that's
the what? The Doctor and the Rebel?
Yeah.
What?
Those
are not
those
are not your real names. I'm Simon Exotic Simon.
Exotic Simon.
Okay, I think the best we could do then is just to go and see what awaits us. Because
we just go through the doors.
Yeah, they said I couldn't play on my own. I've been waiting, so now there's 3 of us. We can go. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Okay,
let's go.
I'm right behind you guys.
I thought you'd be behind.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. You need to get with the game. Get your head in the game.
Yeah, I'm still looking.
Looks like Simon's quite keen, so I'll lead with Simon and
okay.
Trust Rebel to bring up the rear.
Our new
Okay.
Our new trio. Yep.
I'm going to say, can I play my equipment? Because it says I've got equipment here.
Yep.
So I've got a phone. I've got a very, very cool phone. 2 Veris, right? And I've been kind of playing with this as well. It's a phone that will connect to any system literally just connects to anything. It just has a problem though, in that the battery is crap. The battery is really rubbish. So it might work or it might not work. I think I should roll for it.
Can I do something with the Sonic to the battery?
Oh, that's good. Well, should we see if it's going to work first?
Yeah,
this is throwing me off.
So the doctor and Simon are going through the doors. I'm kind of bringing up the rear. I still don't buy the fact that the doctor thinks this is good and that Simon thinks it's just a game, all the rest of it. So I'm going to bring out my little phone, right? And I'm going to try and connect to the building's network and see what happens. How much do I have to throw for this one?
Well, to get this to work, you've got to get 16.
16?
Yeah.
What if I had at it with my Sonic first to improve that battery?
Well, you could have done, yeah.
I'm doing it without the doctor's knowledge at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Striding forward. You're ahead. I'm sort of hanging behind a little bit as we go through the doors. Right, I've thrown 5 and a 3, so that's 8. Is there anything I can kind of add to that? I don't think. Even if I put
if you got 8 and a 5, what's that? 13.
That's 13. What did you say I had to get?
What was your
16?
16. So the battery's dead. It's not working. It's not. It's technology again.
Well, yeah. If you're rolling against your technology, you add that.
Yeah. So that's 5 plus 8. It's not enough. So it's not working.
No,
I can't get a connection. It's not having it.
Right. Okay.
So
nothing.
You could.
Go on.
So I don't want to upset the doctor. So let's leave it for now. Right, I'll trust the doctor. My phone's not, the battery's playing up again. It does that whenever I need it, pretty much. And typically, there it is. So I will go with it.
Okay. All right, you're going to choose not to ask the doctor for some help.
No, I will just put it back in my pocket, see what happens.
Okay.
Our new trio are going to enter their escape room. So they go up to the door. It slides open, and they enter into this room. Okay, and inside this first room, it looks kind of like it is quite large. It's quite large, and it looks kind of like a library. Okay, so you've got at least one table in the middle, and some. It's kind of an old-fashioned looking library. Dusty tomes, that kind of thing. A large number of bookcases across around the walls. Books racked up high. Some of them are all done really nicely on the shelf. Some of them are a bit higgledy-piggledy. You got a kind of slightly worn rug on the floor and tiled floors underneath that. A couple of little tables with drawers on, and other drawers around cupboards and stuff like that. And there's paintings across the wall on the walls as well. Okay. So, and it's kind of. It feels a bit spooky, okay? And there's also a couple of windows as well, all right? And outside of those windows, you can see what appears to be a very realistic-looking garden. And again, it's a bit spooky, all right? The trees are kind of, bare of leaves. It's night, clouds, a bit of mist maybe, okay? Whether this has anything to do with any of it, you'll have to discover.
Okay.
So you need to investigate the room, but I'm going to tell you so far that there are one of the bookshelves has a load of coloured books on it.
I'll write this
and
down.
These are
Right.
Let me just bring up my little note. So there's a number of books on there. Okay, so there's 6 red, 2 orange, 4 yellow, 5 green, and 4 white.
Wait a minute. 6 red,
2 orange,
2
2 orange, 4
yellow,
4 yellow, and
5 green,
5 green,
and
5
4 white.
green,
4
white. These are all books.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, where are they? They're just
they're on a bookcase.
Bookcase.
No, they're on a bookcase specifically. Okay.
On a bookcase specifically.
The table has a book open on it, but it's more of a journal, and there's some handwriting in it. Okay. All the drawers are padlocked.
Oh, there's what drawers on the table?
Well, on some of the bookcases, and there's like little standalone kind of I don't know what you call them, mini table type thing.
Like an occasional table.
That's the sort of thing, yeah. Picture frames on the wall. What's in the pictures is kind of irrelevant.
Okay.
And there's a safe box as well. Okay. So the book has something specific written in it, which I can tell you when you get there. So you need to explore the room and investigate.
Okay. I'm going to look at the books first, because they seem to be arranged in an order. There might be a clue to this escape. By the way, are we locked in this escape room now?
This is now the
same as side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say the door is shut, and that's when you start looking around.
Yeah.
I would, like I said, it's very real looking outside the windows. Okay.
Yeah.
Which
but it
is
seems like
possibly
a different environment, right? It's kind of dark and it's kind of ethereal trees and moonshine.
Not what we saw walking to the building.
No.
So it could be like a projection or something.
It
possibly.
could be, but like I said, it's very
Rebel
real.
suspects technology is at play there. He doesn't think there's anything supernatural specifically.
I think Rebel's going to suspect technology every single time.
Yeah, that's it. It could be good. It could also be his fatal flaw.
Well, at least we know somebody's keeping their eye on the tech.
Yeah, exactly. But because of that, he's not thinking about it.
Is there anything written on these books, in titles or
books on the shelves? It doesn't matter, but I will tell you that the book with the handwriting in it, it says to reveal more, read red, orange, yellow, green.
To reveal more, read red, orange, yellow, green. What about the white one then?
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. So you've got to read these books.
Yeah. So remember how many of each there were.
Okay, there was 6 red, 2 orange, 4 yellow, 5 green.
We've got to read them.
I mean, you don't need to. I mean, the Doctor reads really quickly, but it's more just.
Yeah, the Doctor's got
looking at the books and counting them, and
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. There's some sort of code there, isn't there? That I can't.
There is
Have
indeed.
I got anything I can roll to give me an idea?
What we got? Hold on, wait a sec. What we got to read? What we got to read again?
The books, and they're in certain colours.
Right. What was the colours again?
There was 6 red, 2 orange, 4 yellow, 5 green, and 4 white.
And what have we got to read?
The clue says read red, orange, yellow, green.
So the clue is to read
6,
2, 4, 5.
6245.
Going to do me any good to put into the safe? Is there a combination of that safe?
It might well do. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm going to go over there. I'm not even going to roll because I've decided to do it.
That's a given.
I'm going to put 6245 into the safe.
Yeah.
And see if it opens.
Okay, go for it.
We're all hanging around, watching over the Doctor's shoulder. Me and Simon. Simon's getting a bit too close to my physical space, so I'm just going to move to one side.
Do you think, there should be a bit more conversation going here? So maybe at this point, Exotic Simon says, "Well done,
that's the point. I had forgotten Simon. I'm avoiding Rebel because he scares me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I should ask Simon and Rebel if they think that might be a sensible thing to do.
Rebel says,
to be fair.
I think it is. I think you've got to go for it, but bear in mind it was very easy, and that always makes me suspicious.
Yeah, but is it easy, or is the Doctor very clever? No, it's easy.
Well, good points. Yeah,
but the Doctor is very clever. So Simon's going to say, "Well, you're right. That is the only clue we got at the moment. But
we got to start somewhere."
But you're right. You're right, Rebel. We got to start somewhere. And in my experience of escape rooms, they always give you an easy one at the start.
Yeah, this might be to get us into the actual escape room, right?
And also it's. Well, hang on. It's also worth saying that whoever wrote this escape room maybe isn't really very good at writing plots and stuff like that.
He's doing all right so far.
Okay.
And we got to slow things down a little bit because it only goes up to a certain point in this story.
I still got my eye on.
Too quickly. Well,
what have you got your eye on?
The outside. I just noticed something. Can I
did you? What was it?
There's a glitch.
Yeah. Oh.
Or was it?
No, it wouldn't have been a glitch.
No. But there was something moving.
Well,
that's possible. Yeah, but
because all hell might break loose. Let's go and have a closer look out the windows then, see if we can see anything.
Okay.
All right. I'm starting to wonder whether actually this isn't a bit of technology at all. That what is outside there kind of smells a little bit real. You touch the glass.
I think we're making progress, Rebel, with your treatment.
It's cold. The glass is cold. There's an atmosphere on the other side.
Oh,
it would be. And so you become puzzled. You're looking outside. You touch on the glass and it's cold. Now, of course, it could be.
It's a very good projection.
It could be a very good projection or a bit of tech, or it's very elaborate to have the windows cold and something outside there. But
we've actually moved. We're not only in a different room, we're somewhere else.
You could be.
Oh.
I do have a little bit of intuition to play if need be, but I'm thinking, something going on.
I think, go on, roll. Because this is your.
Rebel's thing there, right? Where's his intuition? His speciality is suspicious of everything.
Well, as we've seen.
It's only little mine. It's only a 2 value, but, those two. Yeah. Right. Well, I don't know. What am I rolling for, though?
Just
as to whether...
to see if you can gain a clue as to it. There may
maybe a clue.
Maybe the Doctor comes over to help ascertain things.
What do you think of this, Doctor?
Rebel.
The Doctor's got 4 intuition, but also 6 technology. If it is real, it's not technology at all, is it? I mean, we could just use intuition to sneak bits of information out of Geoff.
I think so. Yeah. Can we double up on it?
Ingenuity, present. I don't need any of that.
And then you got to tell us whether it's real or not.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
What do we need to throw?
I'll roll for intuition because mine's slightly higher.
Okay. Let's go for 12.
Can we both do it together? Would that work?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Why don't you do it together? Combine the minds.
We've got 4 dice
together, and let's go for 16 between you.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Can I say on dice rolls only? Because otherwise, once you add your intuitive points, you're going to top it over.
With assuming you've allowed that in the 16.
All right, Game Master.
Yeah.
You are the Game Master. So what you say goes.
I've rolled 9.
You rolled 9. Okay, I'm rolling.
You need
to for our audio listeners who can't see anything. That's a 5, and that's a 6.
Okay, so there you
go. You have to trust me on this, obviously, because
yeah, I'm just going to say I can't see anything.
I could put the camera. I mean, I could lift it up and show you that's a 6.
Yeah, but that's still.
And I lift it up and show you, and then that's a 5. But that's genuinely what it rolled.
That's still not believable.
We're way above 16 now.
So we've hit the pay grade there.
I mean, if there's anything to be gleaned, we'll get it, I'm sure.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to tell you that the room you are in is not in the building that you entered. You have, in fact, been somehow, very quickly, transported somewhere else, because what is outside that window is real. It is a real spooky looking.
That's why my phone was on the blink. That's what scuppered the battery. That dimensional interface transition barrier.
You've moved away from the past, haven't you?
Yeah.
Your 17G coverage didn't work.
It didn't work. It was glitching.
We didn't hear any TARDIS noises or anything?
No, nothing at all. Didn't feel anything. Apart from slight goosebumps, but I had that anyway.
But don't forget, the door when it opened, it slid, and you crossed over, and that was it.
And is the door still behind us? Is any kind of door behind us? We look around.
It's an escape room. Of course, the door is there.
But it's locked, right?
It's locked. Yeah, you could try it, but there's no handle. There's nothing.
Because it'd be a bit of a shit escape room if we just walked out of it, wouldn't it? I suppose.
Yeah,
back out the way we came.
They don't really do that.
But Rebel's probably trying it anyway. Trying to get something on his phone. It's not really. It's not.
Can I just ask how Simon is reacting to this revelation?
Yeah. What's Simon's take
I think
on
at this point,
because I don't know if I trust Simon.
I'm quite intrigued about what's going on here. This is a very
a normal reaction for somebody who went in to play a game and found himself.
Yeah, he's done this before. He's up for this.
He's going to say this is quite a high tech escape room. They really got a budget here. They've taken us somewhere that's real outside. That ain't no projection.
It's not a projection.
You schmuck.
I think we should open this safe now.
Yeah,
let's do it. Okay.
If the combination works, of course.
6-2. Was it 6-2-4-5? Was that?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, go
Red,
for it.
orange, yellow, green.
Okay, so the trio gather around the safe box.
We're huddling.
And the Doctor, very quickly, lightning quick, enters the code. The safe box pops open and it reveals a small key.
Okay. Okay.
Now remember, what else was around the room?
Right, hold on, because
wall,
I drew a picture of the room. There we go. That's the room. There's a table with a journal on it. Yeah. Windows at the back, and there was pictures. Obviously, we're looking at it from the pictures.
I'm just going to pause play here.
Oh, hold on. What's he going to pause?
I'm just going to pause play here to say that Paul was frankly whining about doing this before.
It's like I've never done it before.
And he didn't really want to do it.
If nobody ever did anything they'd never done before, nothing would ever be done.
Exactly.
As a very Doctor thing to say. And it's clear that, Paul, you're really getting into it. And I'll be honest, I'm really enjoying this as well.
It's a lot of fun,
and I'm going to tell you now, I've only got up to a certain point in this. And then, because I wasn't really sure how this was going to go. So I'm going to have to think of part 2 for us to do, in another.
But what's okay?
time.
Wait.
Anyway,
the key in the
back
safe.
to the game. Yeah, we're still going. We're not done yet. So the safe box is open and revealed a small key.
Like a Yale key.
Can I get the description of the room again? Because I might have missed some. I can only remember those books, the journal,
there's a whole bookcase,
paintings on the wall.
Yeah. There's locked drawers.
Paintings on the wall.
Oh, locked drawers. That's it.
There's the safe which we've opened. There's a door that's locked behind us, and there's the windows with trees and moonlight outside.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take this key as the Doctor. I'm going to pull rank.
Is it a technology key or is it like a manual chub lock key?
It's just a chub. It's just a key.
Just a key.
Yeah.
Just a key.
There's no hidden meaning.
I'm going to take the lead role here, and I'm going to start trying it in the locked drawer. Is it just like one lock on one locked drawer, or is this?
No, there's a couple of locks. It's slightly unspecific at the moment because it depends how things go.
And Rebel's not much good here because these are all mechanical locks, right? They're not technology locks.
No.
So.
How about Jim? Does Jim know anything about?
Jim, old Jim's like, he's into this. Let's have a look at that. How many teeth has it got? Yeah, but it's no good because all the holes look the same, right?
Yeah.
Or is there anything
say,
different?
Well, sorry,
no. It's the Doctor could say, "Oh, I'm so stupid. I could have used the Sonic to see if I could open the padlocks, but the Doctor would have discovered that they're deadlocked and they would have to be opened with a key.
The Doctor
Otherwise,
like key, even on a free game.
You're right. So
we're just gonna randomly try
them. Yeah.
all these locked in order.
It doesn't. So go up to the first lock.
Yeah.
And the Doctor inserts the key. She turns. There's a small click. The padlock falls loose. She can't believe her luck. It's the first one. She pulls open the drawer, and inside is a crowbar, a Morse code book, and a key.
Crowbar.
Morse code book and another key.
Another key.
Same sort of key as before, like a padlock key,
if you like.
So the Morse code, that is the key to the code, Morse code.
It's it tells you what the different.
Yeah.
It's what each dot represents.
Yeah.
So it's like a decoder.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. It's
and another key. Right. Yeah. Well, did you say the key was the same as the others or a different one?
It's just it's a regular key. It's not exactly the same, but it's not anything.
Well, we got to try it in the other drawers, haven't we?
Yeah. Can we hear the Morse code or anything like that?
Not yet.
Well, we got to wait. Yeah. That's the point. We got to that might come later.
We got to find it. We've got to unlock that one.
I'm just going to have a word.
This is mad because not only have we got an old an RPG.
Are we going to crowbar open any drawers that we can't open with this other key?
Well, you could try.
We could.
You could try crowbarring
there. Jim's up for that.
But you'll discover.
I'm also thinking of having a look behind all the paintings on the wall.
So if we crowbar the paintings out, can we just take them off the wall and they just lift off?
No, they need to be crowbarred off.
They do need to be crowbarred, so they are literally fixed solid. Right. So I've gone up to try one, and it's not moving. I think we're going to need that crowbar, Doctor.
Yeah. Jim, you take the crowbar, and I'll just try.
And the old man's like, "Go on, give it some. Get that crowbar on it. Rip it off the wall." I'm like, "Shut up, Willie. I'm just trying to. They're good paintings.
We don't check on Simon.
You don't care about paintings. You never cared about nothing in your life." He's saying to me. I'm like, "All right, just give it a break. Just give it a rest, will you? Why don't you give it a rest? Put some welly into it. You're like a wet tissue. You are. And leave it alone. You stupid." Something's come off. The whole painting is just literally just gone.
Simon says, "You took you long enough. Get on with it. You two, you one. I don't know what you are."
So the picture has come off the wall and revealed
made a right old mess.
A black light behind it.
Oh, like what? Like a UV light thing?
That's the one. Yeah.
What? Like a big solid rectangle of UV?
It's
not on. It's not on.
It's not on.
You know it's a black light. Yeah.
It's not on. Right.
Can I find a switch for that?
Not yet.
Can I use my Sonic?
Well, you could look for it. I'm sorry. I was sort of.
Can I see if I can get my phone connected?
But don't forget, there's multiple paintings in the room.
So there's other ones. So we rip them all off then. What the hell? We got one off. Come on, Simon. You get that one. I'll get this one.
Okay, I'm on it.
Anytime, Doctor, you want to let the hand just. There's another one. Gone.
But the Doctor's busy with the Sonic.
Yeah. You carry on. You carry on Sonicing.
Let's say there's 4 paintings.
Right.
And
two down. Simon's
there's
got
another black
one.
light.
There's another black light. Simon's got another one, and then the final one. This one's really tough. Simon, it's going to take us. I don't have an awful lot of strength, to be honest.
Okay, let me come and help. Well, let's combine our strength.
Do we have to roll for this, or we just pulling this one off then?
Right. Let's do it. Gotta get it off.
On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What is that?
It's another black light, Rebel. Are you stupid?
Is it this one's still switched off? So we got 4 black lights.
4 all off. Yes.
All switched off.
Black lights. And we haven't got any sign of the way to turn these on.
Simon's really worried about when they do come on because they'll show his dandruff.
We need to see some more code somewhere, don't we?
Yeah.
We need to see some dashes. So we need
the Doctor. Don't forget the Doctor has the Sonic.
Yeah.
And there's also another key.
In the absence of a switch, I will use the Sonic, and I believe the Sonic's got a value that I roll against or something. I can't remember now. Tricky controls. Transmit. You're right. Okay, I'm going to use the Sonic and my technology roll, which is 6.
Ooh.
So what do I have to roll to get the Sonic to switch the black lights on?
Do we wait? Do we want the black lights on?
Well, no, not necessarily. But my hunt is that if we turn the black lights on, we will see show up somewhere.
Something might happen.
Dots and dashes.
Okay. So now Rebel's nervousness is kicking back in again.
Okay.
His suspicion is starting to give him goosebumps.
If you get them on,
you don't like my hunts,
if you get them on now, it doesn't matter if they go on now or they go as planned. So let's see.
So it depends on the roll then.
Yeah, let's make this difficult. So you've got to get.
You're making these increasingly difficult. I've noticed the numbers are going higher.
I'll just pick it around. Let's say 16.
16.
Oh, and I can. So do I get a value for my Sonic or just the technology?
Was that 6? Did you say? Or was that
6? My technology is. I am the Doctor.
Yeah, 6 is your technology.
I built that Sonic in a garage in Sheffield.
You did.
Out of spoons.
With spoons.
I've got 8 plus me 6.
Okay.
That's 14.
14.
14. Okay, so you've tried the Sonic on the black lights.
Not working.
Nothing happens. Okay. So don't forget, you've got a key left.
Yeah.
Try the key, Doctor. Just try the key.
We've got to try the other drawers, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, go and try a drawer.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so the first drawer you try doesn't work.
And there's one left?
Yeah, go to the next one,
right, okay, we'll go to that and we'll see if that opens that drawer.
The tension is unbearable.
It does. The padlock drops to the floor.
That's opened. Clink.
The Doctor pulls the drawer open, and inside are 2 switches, a red one and a green one.
Oh dear.
Which one are you going to press?
Oh dear, now that's the decision, isn't it? Right, we've got to work out if any of our stats are going to help us. I mean, intuition springs to mind.
Right, okay, so I've got again technology, and I've got knowledge, but it's just a switch, so it's a switch.
Yeah, we don't know
what's behind the switches. The colour almost doesn't matter.
Red or green, or do we just going to switch them both at the same time?
Well, you could do that.
It doesn't matter unless we know where the switches go to, or even what they do. We've got to try. We've got to try them. Red would seem to indicate that's the warning sign, but then maybe it's a double bluff. Maybe red is the safe one and green is
on
the bad
and
one.
Red off.
But then why are we assuming that one is good and one is bad anyway? Because it's just a switch. So a switch is going to do something.
Well, we're still of the mind that this is a leisure activity, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Rebel's saying.
I don't know if Rebel is.
Yeah. No. Well, he doesn't. He's still suspicious.
Right.
But
does Simon have a
switch?
guess?
He can deal with switches.
Should we put this in Simon?
No, I don't like. Yeah, Simon says I don't like switch puzzles. It reminds me of that bit in that old Earth movie, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where the little tree has 2 buttons to press. If you press the wrong one, he blows out the planet. If he presses the other one, he saves the planet. It's too much. I gotta go stand in the corner.
I think we found out
Simon's no help. Yeah, and he's no flipping help at all.
I mean, if I had to guess without rolling, I'd go for green for go.
But see, I was going to go red.
Oh, is this conflict? Do we have to roll against each other?
Maybe should we just see? We should just roll, and whoever gets the highest gets. So I'll roll for red, you roll for green. Whoever gets the highest number.
There's a category called conflict, which we should roll when we're opposed to each other.
Okay. What's that? How does that work?
Well, basically, my conflict is 3. What is yours?
Hold on, conflict. I haven't got conflict as one of my skills.
Okay, so I'm 3 ahead already.
Okay, so you win then. As the Doctor
we can roll, because I might roll a 1.
Okay, I'm saying... Doctor, I'm saying red.
How many dice are we doing?
I'm second get it. As what?
We can do 1 dice each, Geoff?
Yeah, do 1 dice each.
Okay, 1 dice.
Bearing in mind I've got +3.
Right, okay. So I'm going to roll it.
I've rolled a 5. I've rolled a 5.
You've rolled a 5?
We're pressing the green.
I've rolled a 2. We're pressing the green. Okay, Doctor. Go for it.
So the Doctor approaches the 2 buttons. She pauses momentarily. Her finger goes towards the green button. And she moves briefly to the red button. She goes back to the green. And with a decisive nod of the head, she presses the green button. nothing happens.
Oh.
And then suddenly, shutters come down across the windows, shutting out the light.
Oh no!
You know, the moonlight that was coming in. And then suddenly, then the room lights go
UV.
out as well.
Ooh.
The UV hasn't come on immediately, so there's still another switch.
So we're in blackness.
Well,
so the room is in darkness.
So we've got to press the other switch.
And the Doctor knows that the Sonic didn't do anything on the UV. Didn't turn them on.
My phone's no good.
Right.
The torches are working.
Well, it's your turn to press the switch, Rebel.
Okay, here goes.
So
then.
Exotic Simon is panicking at this point.
Simon, don't panic. I've got this, me old chum. I'm going to press the red switch, like I said we should have done in the first place. Click.
So, with a click of the button, the 4 black lights flick on, bathing the room in a sort of dull, bluey purple glow,
ultraviolet,
and reveal some words on the ceiling.
Oh,
look up.
The words are
English language. Oh, well, the TARDIS would translate.
It doesn't matter.
Well, the TARDIS would translate, and the words are.
I know we don't know where the TARDIS is now. We don't know where we are.
Exactly.
Well, you don't know where you are. No.
So words on the
the
ceiling.
words are, "Watch the shadows."
Oh my goodness! I've literally got a chill going up my spine.
Watch the
Suddenly,
shadows in this room.
Well,
The
the room
UV.
is obviously very, very dark at the moment. Suddenly, one of the black lights near Simon goes out, just covering him in shadow, and then he's gone. He has seemingly been eaten by the air, and then a Morse code starts to play. Paul, would you please cue up the Morse code that I prepared earlier?
It's playing.
I think it's you press the red switch.
It would have happened anyway, whichever button you pressed.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So
did you make a note of that, Rebel? We've got.
So don't forget, you got the code book.
Yeah.
And now you're standing in a room.
Yeah.
There's only 3 black lights on. One of the other ones starts flickering.
Okay.
The Morse code is playing on repeat. And the Doctor has a look on her face that implies she knows what's going on. Well, she knows, she's got an idea, okay?
Okay.
But you've got to work out what the Morse code is.
Oh crikey!
Well,
Can you guys hear that?
I want to make sure that neither of us are standing near the flickering black light in case that goes off. And
Yeah,
we get
neither of you are near it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So.
And we should say a man just sort of it vanished
Literally just
into
vanished.
shadow.
Yeah.
Does Rebel have anything to say about that?
Watch the shadows. He's a little bit scared about this actually because this isn't something that he can easily explain.
Yeah,
Unless.
Do.
Yeah. Okay. So could you
Well,
hear the
I
Morse
mean, the
code?
Doctor would try and make sure that Rebels calm down first of all, but
Yeah, he's kind of freaking
there's
out a little bit now.
sense of urgency here, isn't there?
And that Morse code isn't helping as well.
Can I report to translate this Morse code or something?
Now, if it's proving difficult to work it out, you could roll the dice to use the Doctor's intelligence to just magically, automatically know what the Morse code is saying. But it might be fun if you try to figure it out for a minute.
Right, so hold on. So we've got words on the ceiling. Watch the shadows. One of the UV lights has gone out, and your man has just been eaten by darkness. Is he actually still in the room though? Because is it just that we can't see him?
No, he's gone. He
has literally gone. So he's vaporized, right? So
yeah.
Okay, so we've got some kind of destructive element in the room, and is it knocked out one of the UVs?
Well, one of them was turned off, and then Exotic Simon became.
That's
no
when
more.
he was.
One of them's
he was no
flickering.
more.
One of them's
One
flickering.
of them's flickering.
Right.
So does the flickering match the Morse code at all, or is it flickering just randomly?
It's just random.
Just random. So there's no connection between the
But
Morse code and
It's
the
about
flickering.
to go, isn't it?
No.
And
It's going to go.
Yeah.
So one of us is going to get eaten up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the doctor would be doing better than me myself, but I haven't got a clue.
Can we open the shutters, or are they slammed down for good? So we can't open those.
The doctor can try the Sonic, but we'll discover that they are deadlock sealed, much like the drawers, the padlocks were, with that handy plot stopping device.
So watch the shadows. Does that mean is that meaning like look at the shadows, or is it a reference to time, like a clock or something? Is it a different play?
It's more
watch?
Like beware
the shadows.
Right. Well, we're keeping away from the shadows as much as we can.
Can we create some light here then?
Well, you could create some light to help the situation. Obviously, the Sonic is capable of doing such things.
Yeah. My phone torch might just be working, actually. The battery might be coming back on.
Okay. Well, perhaps with a quick, a smack on the phone, as you know, if technology's not working, give it a thump, and Rebel's phone could come back to life to fire up the torch. So let's go with a double roll.
A double roll.
Yeah, you got to get 7.
7. Okay, that's not too bad. Roll the dice. Oh, that's rubbish. I've got 3. The phone's no good.
Okay.
Although actually, pray my technology, which is 5, with a final crack. Doof! It's on. It works.
Ah, good. And then the doctor would make a gag about having an international calling plan at some point. You know, that would have helped or something like that. I don't know.
Might have done.
Quite why, but you know, she'd make some sort of gag about it. So Rebel shines the torch around the room. The spot from the torch, obviously, its power fades the further away from the phone, and it proves really to be kind of useless, and just it amplifies the fear a little bit. So the Morse code is still going.
Morse code
is
still going.
You could try the Sonic. Maybe the phone could be boosted by the Sonic.
Yeah.
Can we try that?
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to Sonic your phone to make the phone work, rather than just use the Sonic.
Go that then.
Okay, so let's do a Sonic on the phone. Let's say we got to get 9 to make this work, because we had to go for 7.
Is that counting my technology?
What's the technology again? Let me have a look. 6.
Technology is 6, so you might want to.
Okay, so roll 1 dice, and you got to get 9 with your technology and your dice.
Right. So
he's not making it easy.
I've rolled a 4.
Yeah. Okay, so it boosts.
He's done it then.
Yeah.
So the phone can work.
We can see by your phone what
the light is back on. We can see by the phone. Right, what are we looking at?
There's a small pile of dust in the corner where Exotic Simon was.
Look at this, Doctor.
But you're both still staying in the corner of with the 2 lights that are on and away from the one that's flickering. The torchlight doesn't reveal anything, but
it's not working.
It's not working, but the Morse code is still going.
Oh, yeah, we Morse code again.
That's my next.
We've got to decode that Morse.
Right. My note is haven't actually got the book.
Have you?
I haven't actually got it. I've got an imaginary book, so I can't read the key. So I'm going to have to roll for this.
Go on then.
Okay, so you can roll.
Translate all that.
Yeah. So let's say.
Unless Paul, you actually know Morse code.
I don't know Morse code. It was literally outlawed on Rebel's home planet.
Well, I think this is
archaic nonsense technology. Not even the old man's any good.
I think we'd probably try.
I'm not that bleeding old, you know.
I am. But we
behave yourself.
See, I think we try this together. So if we add our knowledge,
let's do this.
And then Geoff gives us a target to roll at. My knowledge is 6.
My knowledge is 3.
So we got 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you got to get 16.
And 4 dice
to get this. Yeah.
We're using
1 dice each.
No, 1 dice each. Just make it slightly harder.
1 dice. Here we go. Ready?
Pretty sure between your numbers you'll get it.
I've got 2.
I've got 5.
Oh. So we got 9 and 5. 9 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. 16.
There you go.
Okay.
That'll do.
So, the Morse code is revealed to. So the Morse code is revealed to say, "Who turned out the lights?"
Oh,
that's really a phrase.
It's the Vashta Nerada.
It is.
No, we're stuck in a room with Vashta Nerada, and we're surrounded by them because we got books in here, and the windows are shuttered.
And of course, it's a library because they're taking the piss. They're toying with the Doctor.
I think that probably should have occurred to me earlier.
Yeah, same. But we were deflected.
A lot of things happened since then.
Yeah, we've come a long way since then.
Yeah.
So now we're stuffed.
The other black light.
Geoff.
Well, that's sort of the cliffhanger, but I've just decided that something else could happen. So the other black light flickers and goes out. The Doctor is going to say something to Rebel here to briefly catch him / the audience up on what's going on.
You want me to do exposition?
Nerada. I do, yeah.
Vashta Nerada. I met them once. They didn't do River Song much good. So I'm not really a fan. I don't really know.
So the Doctor will sort of explain that the Vashta Nerada are living shadows.
That's
sort
it.
Of, the dust mites that you see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how the Doctor dealt with them in the end. Did he just leave them?
Well, they got trapped in the spacesuit, didn't they? And they sort of they trapped the bit of personality, as it were, memory, and the chip.
This is an alien race, isn't it? We didn't get all of it.
It is an alien race.
Yeah.
So they've been hiding. So this isn't an escape room. This is basically a feeding. It's a feeding bowl, and we're the food.
Yeah.
There you go.
The Doctor and Rebel are trapped in a room.
There's a cliffhanger.
So
I told you there was something wrong, Doctor, didn't I? I said to you, the old man now is kicking off big time. He's like, rah, you shouldn't have come in. I told you, you shouldn't have come in. And I'm like, well, you're now bleeding good, are you?
The shot, the camera would rush over from one side of the room out the darkness into the pale blue light and up to the Doctor's face as she looks scared. Cue music.
Yeah, that's
Whoa!
Yeah. Well done, Geoff.
Well done, Geoff. Well done, mate.
It started quite like, okay, that's all right. That's nice and gently, easily, but then it got a little bit.
It got quite tough, didn't it? There's two things going because we got the RPG thing, and then he throws an escape room into it as well. That's
and
genius.
Everything we did made it a bit worse.
Probably.
Yeah, well,
in the story, not worse as a story. I mean, you know what I mean?
We got ourselves into the hole.
Yeah.
Jeopardy.
So,
see, the
I
easy
really
puzzle
enjoyed
to
that.
start with. Yeah, that was good fun. I enjoyed it. That was all right.
It was a nice introduction to it, I think.
Yeah.
I've not played this particular game or any RPG for.
I've never done anything like this before, and I think Paul and I were probably both a bit, nervous about doing this. We talked about playing this ages ago with people that we knew, through Twitter and stuff, and it never happened. And then we said, maybe we should do it for the podcast. And Paul
I just didn't think it'd make a very good podcast.
Yeah, you didn't think it would make a very good one, but
who's going to listen to that?
Well, hopefully, I've really enjoyed that tonight. And Graham, thank you for getting involved and bringing your knowledge of this kind of stuff to it. I think, if I'm honest, I think we probably would have.
Game.
Well, when I said to Paul, we should get someone, people that we know in, he said,
I said straight away, didn't I?
Because, you did, yeah.
I said straight away, mate. I know.
And I think we probably would have somewhat struggled here with all the dice rolling and stuff like that. So, like we talked earlier, didn't we, Graham? And I said maybe we can kind of Gamesmaster it together, so your kind of knowledge of the dices and stuff.
The first game of any game is getting to know the game. and then you take
it does
from there. But that went quite well, I thought.
Yeah,
I think it went well.
I think so. I mean, you look at the book, and it's a great looking book, but it's kind of scary how much stuff there is in it. And I was kind of skim reading bits of it, and I thought, there's no way am I going to remember all this. And it's like, well, in a way, you don't have to remember all of it. You just, because the best way to do it is just to start playing it, isn't it? And then maybe, I mean, we're quite lucky because we got you, but maybe going back to the book if we get really stuck or something.
Yeah, there are certain standard things you do in role-play games, and one of the main things is just to make it tell a story. Let the adventure unfold in a satisfying way.
That's what it says in the book.
The Gamesmaster has to be
a good storyteller.
To kind of know when they're going down a dead end or whatever, and get them to bring themselves back rather than pull them back. But that was pretty good going, actually. I mean, I didn't really see that Vashta Narada thing turning up until they turned up.
Should have realised.
In a library, but I was so busy trying to work out what was going on. I didn't really think back to the history.
Good deflection there, isn't it? Yeah. Geoff, you did good there, mate, because you gave us a really easy puzzle to start off with, which made us think,
one thing we should have known was that Simon was going to buy it.
Simon, and actually when he did buy it, consumed by shadows, watched the shadows. But then, why would you put a clue on the ceiling except to kind of torment your captors?
That's it. I think.
Well, I've got a theory now that this might be revenge on the Doctor, and that's why those recognisable phrases came back.
So who sent the email?
Who
turned out the lights? That's quite specific, isn't it, to that adventure?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Right, Geoff, you better start concocting part 2 of this, mate. Because
I think I'll have to. Yeah,
we need to get these guys out of this room.
Back and finish this 2-part.
Yeah, definitely. I'll need bit of time to plan part 2, but
that was a lot of fun.
Got some thoughts already. But the book says, essentially it's just about having fun, and you can do as many or as few of the kind of rules as you want. And I mentioned earlier that Funkoverse game. When I sat down to look at that first with my friend Luke, we were like, God, this is really complicated. And but it says in there you can make it as you can play as 100% of it as you want.
You can be really rigid and strict, but that's when you've got more experienced players who all know each other very well.
And we'd been playing, and we'd been playing Funkoverse for quite a while. Then we realised we weren't doing something quite right, and we were we talked about going and entering a tournament if there was anything like that going, because occasionally Funko do.
What is that? Is that a card game one? I've not seen them.
No, it's like Funko Pops, the little figures, with the big eyes. So you have 2 each of those, usually goodies and baddies, and then you've got a board game, double-sided. And then there's like 4 different kind of modes within it. So one of them might be you've got to get from your flag to theirs. You've got to get crystals from around the board.
It's a war game or a battle game.
Yeah, it's also strategy battles. So then you can go up to one of the opponents, and in each turn you get 2 goes. So the first go, for example, could be you move, and you can move 2 squares, and then your next go could be that you're now next to a baddie and you
get a melee weapon out.
So you could just roll your dice, and then they've got to roll their dice and try and get a shield and stuff and defend it. Or you can use one of your tokens, and each character has a trio or so of special moves. So it might be that one of them says this will do attack 6, so you therefore use all 6 of the dice. And then your opponent might only have 1 dice to use in defence, in which case you're going to obliterate them. And then you put the token on your cooldown track, and on each round it then has to move back down 4 times before it comes back into play.
This sounds like a standard type of game that's then built around the franchise that it's celebrating. So if you're into that, you're going to have the charm and the character that you want from a game. You're going to get. You could get that game. You could get a Batman version, or you could get a.
Well, you can,
Dredd version.
But,
Roy the Rovers. So I'm just reading all the titles.
You buy the one that gives that brings that character and charm to you personally.
Yes, and part of the thing with it is to be able to mix and match characters to get different kind of power combos and stuff. So, for example, I've got the Marvel version, the Nightmare Before Christmas and the Harry Potter one, and I've never actually mixed any of them together, but the Marvel one has got a fun add-on with Thanos. So you have one person's Thanos, and then the other player is 3 people, and you kind of go against him, and he's like super powerful, and it becomes extra hard. And
so there's variety within the mechanics of the game.
Yeah, and then like I'm in a group on Facebook, and people talk about, well, I took Jack Skellington and I put him with so and so, and sorry, Paul.
You've been working hard.
But it's really good. I really enjoy it.
I might look that up. Fun. I haven't got any Funko Pops myself because there's a limit to everything that you can collect.
Yes, there is.
I've gone for I've gone for a lot of Daleks myself.
Nice.
And all the Judge Dredd and Roy the Rovers and stuff behind you as well.
Yeah, saw your stuff.
Really impressive. Look at that. Is that Asterix you got there as well over in there?
Yeah, these are all Asterix.
Yeah, look at that. There you go.
Nice. What's the big load of stuff at the bottom shelf below you?
That's all 2000 AD, the Ultimate Collection.
Ah, right.
I haven't. It's not complete yet, but I think there's about 120 books.
Wow.
Yeah. So
fantastic.
This is what I talk about on my YouTube show.
Yeah, that's good. We'll drop a link to that in.
That'd be good. Postcards from a Wet Rock, it's called.
Nice.
I'm going to watch it now. There you go.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, I've really. Yeah, no, that's good. Well, I've really enjoyed this, guys. So I definitely think we should come back soon.
We need to do part 2.
Yeah.
We can't leave them in that room.
And also, depending on when this episode goes out, we will also have already done so, or soon be talking to one of the guys from Cubicle 7 who made the game. So we're going to be following it up with that as well. Nice little bit of synchronised timing on that there. But our listeners, if you've enjoyed this, which we hope you have, do let us know. We'd like to get more feedback on stuff. People have been very kind recently, sending us messages and comments about how much they enjoy the podcast, but which is always incredible, isn't it?
Really nice.
I certainly always enjoy it myself.
Thank you.
I am a few weeks behind at the moment.
That's unforgivable. How dare you?
Yeah, you're not coming back for part 2.
Literally only a few weeks.
That's fine. Well,
we'll let him off, I suppose.
it's a lot to keep up with when it's.
I'm saving them up near the 60th, so I can get myself in the mood.
Yeah, do you know what? We'll have to start planning stuff for that, won't we?
We will. Yeah, it's not that far away now. We're less than
it's
half
not
a
really.
year.
No. Yeah, it's going to be here before we know it.
But
when you've listened to this, people do let us know what you thought of it, and if you've enjoyed it, and we'll come back for part 2 very soon. So on that note, thank you, fellow gamers. I've enjoyed this immensely.
Yeah.
And
thanks for having me on.
Thank you, Graham. Thanks for joining us, mate. It's been a lot of fun.
Doctor Who RPG, very good.
There you go.
Enormously. So, thank you for joining us, and we'll be back very soon.
Very soon.
See you on Corner Square next time.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Until next time. Bye. 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 Bye.